Good morning and welcome to our live crafting session this morning. My name is Jenny McCormack. I'm from Jemini Crafts and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the market town of Brackley, which is in Northamptonshire, and that's here in the UK. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. It is Monday morning, the 29th of January 2024, and I'm bringing you a new stamp set of the week, and this is also our coffee and card design starting tomorrow. Good morning, Catherine, and good morning to you, Jeanette. It's lovely to have you join me. If you are joining live and you have any questions, or even just to say hi so that I know that you're here, then please do so in the comments section. If you're watching on replay, and that may be here on Facebook or it might be on YouTube, if you have any queries or questions on what I've done or what I've been using, then again pop those in the comments section. Good morning to you, Caroline. So our new stamp set of the week is this one. It's called Everyday Details, as you can see. It has 3 main images and 3 sentiments. It also has this set of 3 little dots, which is always useful for backgrounds. So we have a vase of flowers, we have a bird's nest with eggs, and we have a cute little teacup. And the sentiments say, you make every day a little brighter, overjoyed for you in this new journey, and wishing you so much joy on this special day. So we're going to be using these for coffee and card, and these are some of the designs. We're going to do a different one this morning, but there are some lovely dies that go with this particular stamp set. So the stamp set is called Everyday Details and the dies are called Everyday Essentials. Let me show you those quickly before we get cracking with our actual crafting. I'm hoping you'll be able to see all of those on the screen. Maybe I'll turn it this way, that might be a little bit better. So with the dies, it cuts out 4 different circles, 3 of which have dots around the edge of the circle, and then you have one with tiny little dots. Not sure whether you can see them in there, probably not. And we also have 4 rectangles, again 3 with the larger dots and 1 with the very small dots. And what's clever is this particular die, when you die cut it, it leaves the, it has dots around the outside as well as cutting the inside. So if I show you this particular die, it's this one here. So it has the circle and then it has dots on the inside that you can see here, and then also dots on the aperture. So that makes a really interesting aperture that you can use to frame an image or a piece of paper underneath. It's the same with this one. So this rectangular die cuts out the inside with dots, and then it also leaves this outside edge. Catherine says you could just about see tiny dots. Good morning, Teresa. And then there are 3 other dies that go with these. This one here is a long die that does this zigzag, sort of almost argyle type line. And then there are 2 dies that do this. So if I just show you this one here, let me turn this one over. I've used the 2 dies, top and bottom, so it's quite good you can do those at the same time to create these dots. Now, I'm pretty sure I have seen somebody use any of these really to do stitching around the edges. So actually with some thread, so linen thread, baker's twine, embroidery thread, you could do some stitching around the outside here. Catherine is so on it with me, it's so funny. Yeah, so you could do crisscross, like cross stitching. You could just do some dotted, you know, dashed stitching, all sorts of combinations with that. So this one here is the length of a card. So although I've only cut out a small amount, if I bring you this die here, so it's a nice long die that would fit a standard size card, either all the way down the edge or across the top and the bottom. So very versatile. The dies are called Everyday Essentials, and the dies are excuse me, £32. And you can see the stamp set and the dies in the mini catalogue on page 28. Let me show you that quickly and then we'll get cracking with some crafting. So this is the page. You can see here that they've used that die on some designer paper to frame. So it makes some great frames, it really does. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, so let's get cracking. Let me show you a couple of designs and then we'll do some stamping. So this one, as you can see, uses that little vase of flowers, and I've just used my blends pens to colour in. And I've stamped that. I cut the aperture first, and then I've used that little set of 3 dotty squares in the background. Hopefully you can just see that. This is the same sort of idea, but I've used the die top and bottom. That needs to go onto a white card. And then this here is the stamped and coloured version of the bird's nest with the eggs. Okay, no worries, Jeanette. So the one I'm going to do for you now is the teacup. And I pre-cut a piece of Boho Blue because I want it to look a little bit like sort of Wedgwood. I've got the circle cut out there, and then I've also got the rectangle with the little small dots in there. That you might be able to see that a little bit better, I don't know. So let's just bring in a piece of scratch paper and let's grab the teacup and create a block. So you could stamp this in Memento Black. I'm favouring at the moment, there's a little bit of a tiny dot that's attached itself. I'm favouring Pebbled Path, but you could use Espresso, of course. And this could go either in portrait, you could also do it in landscape, like that, if you wanted to. Let's grab the ink pad and just going to ink this up. Now I did refill this ink pad yesterday, so let's just stamp it and see. Yep, that looks fine. Okay, I didn't overfill it, so I'm just going to stamp this on the circle die, like so. That cute. And while I've got that out, I think what I'm going to do is put the teacups over the background. Always an easy way to create a background is to stamp your image over. So my circle is going to go somewhere here. So I don't have to worry too much about the center panel, but I do want to make sure I'm going off the edge and moving the position. Like so. That. Okay, just put a little handle in there, really, so I've got no sort of really open edges. Put the tiniest edge of that on there. I think that will be fine. And lift that up so you can see it. And this is going to go on the top, which I'm going to colour in very quickly, and then let's just pop a sentiment on there. So I'll just use this one, Overjoyed. I was thinking actually I need a thank you, so let me see if I've got a thank you just to hand. They might all be. No, okay, let's stick with that one. I can always take it off and put another one on later. So let's use that one because that's going to fit that one really nicely, I think. Yep. So I hope everybody had a nice weekend. I had a fairly busy weekend. I think it probably still needs a little bit more ink, but overjoyed for you in this new journey. Okay, so just going to be a simple case of colouring. Let's turn this over. I'm going to colour this panel, and I've got Boho Blue, so I've got the coordinating colours to the cardstock. And that's, if you've been following me for a while, you know that's one of the benefits of Stampin' Up, is that we have coordinating colours to card, to ink, to papers. So this is dark, and I'm just going to use this around the edges where those marks are given, and under here. So this colour is called Boho Blue. It's one of our in colours, like so. And we will see 5 retiring in colours in at the end of April. So there's always a rush to get those. So my recommendation is, if you want any of those in colours, and that's the 2022 to 2024, is don't leave it too late, because they always sell out, because they if they do come back, it won't be for a good 5 years. Okay, so this is the light Boho Blue. I'm just running across there. So, across the top. And obviously it's got on with a, well, it wouldn't have tea in, would it, of course, with flowers in it. And I might use my colour lifter just to take some colour out in the middle. Okay. So I'm just using the fine tip here and just a light brush stroke, like so. And there. I think that bit up there is a leaf. Okay, let's grab a colour lifter. And this will just take out a bit of that colour. So it's a bit like a bleach pen, for want of a better description. And you just apply it, and that will just lighten up some of that. It has got some in. You need to apply it and let it sink in, and then you can come back and add some more. Okay, let's quickly do those flowers. So I'm just going to use light and dark granny apple green, and I'm going to apologise now for taking a sip of my coffee. Yes, it would. So I could have stamped this with Boho Blue ink to get a nice tone on tone effect. As Catherine suggests. Okay, so I've got light and dark granny apple green. So I'm just using the dark in the centres, like so. Hi Zana, I was thinking about you this morning. I hope you're keeping well. So there's a little bit of light and dark granny apple green, but you could use any green here. I'm pretty sure that's a leaf. That's there. And just going to use the dark blue. Actually, I might use a grey for the inside of the cup. And then decisions about colours for the flower. My temptation is yellow, but let me know if you think of something else. Let's see what I've got here. Light grey granite. Oh, Zana, I'm so pleased. I know you've had a tough old time. There we go. Just going to try a little bit more of that colour lifter in here. There we go. Oh, thank goodness for that. So what do we think? Yellow flowers, pink flowers? Catherine says lemon lolly. I'll go with that. It's a single flower anyway, so I've got a little dark lemon. Here. Could be like a pansy, couldn't it, almost? Hello, Fran. Thanks for joining us. I hope you're well and had a good weekend too. It's cute, isn't it? I'm going to take it a little bit darker in the middle. So this is Dark Daffodil Delight. There we go. Okay, let me lift that up so you can see that a little bit better. Okay, so that's basically going to be our card. Let's grab a note card and envelope. So this is our coffee and card design starting tomorrow. So coffee and card this afternoon is still the lavender design. And one thing that we do at Toaster Coffee and Card is meet up for a lunch. And this, we were supposed to have one before Christmas, but everybody got so busy. And so we're having our belated Christmas lunch today. So we have lunch and then we do coffee and cards straight after. Okay, let's move that. I'm going to pop that flat. I'm going to stamp the teacup on the inside and also on the envelope. Oh, I'm glad to hear your shingles is almost gone. And your sugars are good. Excellent. So this is opening that way. Just going to put my cup just on the edge there, like so. And then I'm going to put one on the front of here. Like so. And just because it fits and because I can, I'm going to put it on the envelope. There we go. Okay, so you could colour that envelope one in if you wanted to. So let's layer these up. So that's going to be our background. This would be a great card for somebody who loves, you know, a bit of afternoon tea or gardening or something. Okay, so just lining that up like I, and I think I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. Which I might have just packed. Oh no, they're here. But I better make sure I pack them ready for coffee and card. So I'm just going to put these around the back. I'm going to put one in the middle just to make sure that it doesn't sag. Hi Kerry. And good evening to you. Just taking those backings off. So hopefully you can see where I've lightened up the centre of that. Just to give it a little bit of shading. That's that. This is going to go onto there, and I just wonder about a little bit of ribbon. So I've got this white crinkle seam binding. I've got the coordinating Boho Blue, but this is quite a heavy ribbon. Not physically heavy, but because it's quite thick, and I think this is a bit too delicate for that. So I could use the white as is, or I could use the white and colour that. So just to show you how you can do that, if you take a blends pen, but you could also do this with our Stampin' Up markers, is you can colour your ribbon in. Like so. Just going to do a length of this. This dries very quickly, and that's the light Boho Blue. Yes, I think white too, but just to show you, I'm just going to do a little bit of length. I'm going to do 2 bows and then we can decide. And this works really well with a seam binding because it just soaks straight in and straight through. So scissors are right in front of me. Go. So just do a little white one and a blue one, and we can see which we like best. Just making it smaller, so. So there's a little white ribbon, and then here's the blue one. Alright, this ribbon is so easy to colour, and it's literally dried straight away. So the thicker ribbons just take a little bit longer to ink up and dry. So, but this is perfect for that. There we go. Trim this down and then decide, and it may not even need a ribbon, to be honest. Okay, move that out of the way. So I could have wrapped it around the edge as well. So there's the blue. I lift that up like that. See how good that colour matching is, and there's the white. So let's pop this on. Let me know if you think the blue or the white is better. Just going to put 3 on there. So it's a dull old day this morning. We had some lovely sunshine at the weekend, but today it's very dull. Okay, so white or blue? Yes, it definitely needs to be smaller, Catherine, you're right. Let's just make this a bit smaller. Oop. As you said, I don't think it's anything that really. There's the white. I think I'm going to go with the blue. But there's not much in it, is there? Let's make this a bit smaller though. Yeah, as it's mostly on the white, let's go with that. And you could use a glue dot for that, or just a little bit of glue. Just going to use a little bit of glue as it's to hand, and I can't see my glue dots. Not my best bow, that's for sure. Thank you for sharing your cards, Teresa, in our VIP group. You did a great job with those, with our class in the box, and Catherine's done some too. going to hold that there for a second. There we go. There's our finished card. Put those pieces out of the way. So I hope you like that. It's very cheerful for a Monday morning, and I do like that boho blue, I have to say. And then there's the envelope, and then we've got that little teacup on the inside as well, just stamped off slightly. So thank you so much. So I was referring earlier to the in colours that will disappear at the end of April, and that is Parakeet Party, Tahitian Tide, Starry Sky and Orchid Oasis. Have I missed something? Oh, Sweet Sorbet. So those are the colours that are going up. Sad to see Orchid Oasis go, I have to say. That's been a really popular colour. So if you like any of those, then I suggest don't leave it until April to order up any supplies. Do it maybe in February or March, and stock up with those if you need to. So thank you so much, everybody. I'm just going to have a quick replacement coffee because the other one's cold, and get ready for coffee and card. So thank you so much. I look forward to crafting with you on Thursday evening of this week, with some more using these dies and that lovely stamp set. So the stamp set is called Everyday Details, and the dies are called Everyday Essentials. And I appreciate that the stamp set wouldn't be everybody's choice, but I definitely recommend, if you have got a die cutting machine, I definitely recommend this as a good go-to set of dies. You've got the circles, you've got the rectangles, you've got the outline, and then you've got those lovely crisscross patterns and the dots as well. So thank you so much, everyone. Do have a great day. I found my other sheet of dimensions, and I look forward to crafting with you again really soon. Do take care. Any questions, pop them in the comment sections wherever you are watching this, and thank you so much for joining me. Bye for now.